Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be checking out the Iron Within, Iron Without, Iron Warriors by Warrior Tier. Yes guys, that was a lot of warriors and iron, holy shit. But yes, we are going to be checking out the Iron Within, Iron Without. I've had quite a few recommendations about this one, or from this one to this one, whatever you want to call it. I've had quite a few recommendations for it, so yeah, I'm more than happy to check it out here today. The Iron Warriors, what do I know about them? Well, I'm pretty sure the Iron Warriors, if I'm not mistaken, is Perturabo's Legion, right? Perturabo's Legion, I'm pretty sure, right? I want to say they're the 20th Legion. I could be wrong, maybe I'm incorrect on the exact number there. I'm pretty sure they're one of the higher ones, so 20th Legion, and I believe obviously they are traitors, right? They are heretic forces. You know, we've heard them referenced quite a bit from the Primarch lore videos that we've been watching recently. We've heard Perturabo be referenced, and I believe the Iron Warriors too, if I'm not mistaken. I believe they worship Nurgle now. Is that correct? I'm pretty sure they got the favor of Nurgle, is the Chaos God who they have favor with. So I'm really excited to check out more about them. I don't really know what this is going to be about. If I had to guess, I'm assuming it's probably going to take place during the Horus Heresy. I don't know if it's taken from a book or something here. Let me just see. It doesn't say anything, so I'm not too sure if this is like inspired work or where it's from. I'm sure it'll say in there somewhere, but yeah, I'm really excited to check it out. So if you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe for more content from me, and of course leave your recommendations down in the comments below. Big shout out to all of our members, all this Hastati and our Principe Dagenhart. I appreciate you, sir. You guys inspire me to make more content for you guys every single day, of course, and yeah, come on down, join our Discord. It's awesome to see you guys there. Join our Discord. Also, if you're watching this the day of, we will be streaming tonight, of course, so if you want to come watch the stream, come on down, join in some Space Marine too. Yeah, come join the stream, guys. Awesome to see you guys there. But yeah, without any further delay, let's get right into this video, guys. I'm excited to check it out. Iron Within, Iron Without, Iron Warriors. Oh, 6, 731. So yeah, Heresy. Okay, Horus Heresy. Obviously, a siege is taking place. Okay.
Second rank. Third battery. Rotate 3.76 degrees eastward. Fire.
Wow.
14th battery. Load siege crackers. Fire.
I just want to say right off the bat, that's awesome to hear, like, you know, radio commands, or I guess Vox commands, coming in and, you know, load orders, fire orders, rotate, you know, and it's pretty realistic in a sense too. Like, again, when you're, you know, it's not exactly like that, obviously, a little bit more intricate depending, but, you know, very, very cool to see like some actual Vox commands taking place there in that sense, with the music ramping up. That sounded fucking sweet.
You are nothing. You are wet. Clay. You are barely even a mote. You are barely even an insect. You will be broken. You will be remade.
Wow.
In a choir of cannons, you will go deaf. As the galaxy falls silent, you will hear a better truth.
Wow.
And the truth is this. You will be reborn as a soldier, poured into the cast of the warrior.
Wow. I just want to say right now, Warrior Tier's voice on this video goes really fucking hard with that, like, that radio, like, Vox communication thing he's got going on with his voice. Usually I'm not a fan of modulation, but it fucking sounds really good in this, I'm not gonna lie, with his voice. He's got a really, really good voice for, like for the means, you know what I'm saying? Like, it sounds really fucking good, I'm not gonna lie.
Poured into the cast of the warrior. And you will rise. The righteous soldiers of the 4th Legion.
Wow. 4th Legion, not the 20th. That was a fucking complete fucking...
You will burn.
Hold on, I gotta write that down. 4th Legion. I thought it was the 20th. I don't know why I thought it was the 20th Legion. Holy shit. It's one of those days, guys. 20th Legion? Bah. No. So 4th Legion, Perturabo, yes. Okay. Sorry if I pissed some people off there at the start. I got a little confused, but it's okay because we clarified now. Oh, 16 M31, okay. A little bit later.
I will not live much longer.
I
have many names. The first I was given was Anders Magan. I have been given more. Monster. Butcher. Breaker. My time is limited. I refuse to be part of a heresy of unjust death. The Cataclysm of Iron was the end point of the Grand Heresy for me. I feel the rust setting in. Before I return to the ground, and before Father Time needs me back to my component parts, let me tell you of a few truths. One truth is this.
So right away, I'm pretty sure this might be a loyalist force within the Iron Warriors. Perhaps I'm misinterpreting that, but it sounds a lot like a loyalist force within, the Iron Warriors. He's talking about, that was the grand point of the heresy. I think he's saying he refused. He's saying his names. Butcher, my time is limited, Cataclysm of Iron. Maybe he's just talking about his death and the downfall of the Legion, but I think, I believe he was a loyalist, and he wants to, get this off of his chest, what his Legion has done.
Let me tell you of a few truths. One truth is this. War is the natural state of all life.
Right.
From the first moment the first cellular organism consumed its neighbor,
I'm going to put him down as a potential loyalist.
In the holy crucible of combat, we are broken. In the holy crucible of combat, we are remade. We are forged anew by flames that have burned since before our species could even walk.
Wow.
From the very beginning, ready to wage war. Sticks, stones, rocks, bows, javelins, lances. On horseback, on the backs of great beasts.
Fuck.
With a bullet and blade. We wrote the tale of time and the only ink of any value. Blood. And what is contained within blood? Iron. There is iron within us. And when we cut our foes, their iron is without.
I see.
Iron within, iron without. Within us is the iron needed to be a warrior.
I see.
Without the iron, we are prey, chattel, and corpses. We are the Iron Warriors. I am an Iron Warrior. Ours is a legacy of savagery. Our name was earned in the conflagration of the early wars of unification.
So I just want to say, yeah, wow, I really can't pin this guy down if he's supposed to be a loyalist or if he's a traitor. That's kind of like renouncing it in a sense. That's kind of like getting the truths off of his chest, or maybe it's just a confessional in that sense, potentially. But the whole explanation, iron within, iron without, we all have iron within us. That's what makes us a warrior. When the enemy is without, their iron, their blood, in quotation marks, right? They fall. So it's a very interesting way to put it. Yeah, I never thought about it like that. Iron Warriors. Okay. That's a good explanation. I didn't, I never thought of it in that way.
Ours is a legacy of savagery. Our name was earned in the conflagration of the early wars of unification. We bled for an emperor, and an empire that regarded our blood with less than contempt.
True.
We were but soldiers, bodies to clog our enemies' defenses with.
Wow.
Our bodies were but the stones of ramparts, Ramparts that our supposed brothers could use to climb to glory.
Okay, so he's definitely he's definitely a traitor then. This is not a loyalist at all. This is a traitor 100%. Our supposed brothers could use her. He's talking about how dirty they were done being siege troops. I'm pretty sure if that's correct, the Iron Warriors were very much a siege troop, much like Rogeldorn. Rogeldorn was he was the shield. Perturabo was the hammer, I believe, in a sense, or the anvil. So they, rather than building defenses, building emplacements, being masters of defense, they were masters of offense on a defended city or on a defended planet. They were meant to, to be siegers, to break down the walls, they're talking about just being absolute fodder. That's what he's referring to here. Absolutely is a traitor, I'm going to have to assume here. Our supposed brothers, that's pretty telling.
Ramparts that our supposed brothers could use to climb to glory.
And
then forget we were there at all.
Wow.
Our father raised his head from the quagmire and declared, enough. Enough pointless blood. Enough wasted iron. No more would the fourth be ignored. We would take what was ours. Our fallen brothers would no longer be churned to fertilize ground that was ours by right. How many worlds did we conquer only to never own?
Wow.
I do not know. But for each world that should have been ours, we burned another that was stolen by our brothers.
Wow.
How can the regal, royal Ultramarines possibly understand the pain?
So that's a good point. Like, they were there. I believe this is another case of the Emperor doing a specific legion dirty. If they were the main combatants, maybe they didn't take the city, but they were fucking the absolute reason why you got in the first place. And then someone like Guilliman comes in with his Ultramarines and they, quote, in quotation marks, take the city. They claim it, right? And they get nothing from it, right? Like, and you see the Ultramarines swell to a size of 500 worlds, the 500 worlds of Ultramar, right? And what do they have to show for their efforts? Nothing at all, right? So I believe this might be another instance of a legion being done dirty here, Maybe I'm wrong, but...
Royal Ultramarines possibly understand the pain. The horror of loss.
Hmm.
Do you truly believe that there is a legion more deserving of the rights of conquest than the fourth?
And with the knowledge, I believe, that they are Nurgle's warriors, like they swear fealty to Nurgle in a sense, absolutely makes sense what he's talking about. Our brothers aren't going to be fertilizer for the ground, He's talking about the waste, the blood, like everything like that. And Nurgle obviously believes there's no death, right? There's no... like rot is good, decay is good, it's the natural state of things, and we're all gonna eventually get there at some point, so you might as well embrace it, kind of thing. But they don't die, that's the thing. So I can kind of see where the fourth is coming from in that sense, where it's like why they would be open to that, given how much blood, how many casualties they've suffered for literally nothing. And Nurgle promises no more suffering, in a sense, as fucked up as that is.
Believe that there is a legion more deserving of the rights of conquest than the fourth. After the false emperor united mankind beneath his banner.
False emperor, yeah, there it is.
He promised glory to
there
the
it
sons
is.
of Olympia.
I was wrong.
He promised a recognition that never came. We were not to him but chaff, fodder for his foes. Foes to be fought in a war of arrogance. The unification, the butchery, the death. All of it was nothing but worship of that man. That's the actual imperial truth.
Wow.
All who serve the king of all corpses, all who fight in humanity's wars are meat being sacrificed on the altar of a false king.
Wow.
Perhaps worse is that Horus, Erebus, and Lorgar led my Iron Brothers down an equally false path.
Wow.
The freedom promised to the Iron Prince was just another jest. Again, we were ill-regarded pawns.
So that is facts. Like, okay, so they're not. He's not necessarily praising what happened here. He's seeing it as they were let down again. They were promised something better, and they were once again fucking tossed in the, like, they were pawns. You know what I mean? Maybe they didn't know the full extent of exactly what was happening. And Lorgar, you know, obviously deceived. Horus deceived. And by time, you know, they were too far in, it was too late, you know. And 10,000 years later, you see the physical changes, I believe, that take place with the Iron Warriors. You know, so yeah, pretty fucked, you know, goddamn. But again, yeah, they felt betrayed by one guy. They went to the next, betrayed again, instantly. Goddamn.
Again, we were ill-regarded pawns. In a war of vanity, in a war of depravity, in a war of poison.
Damn.
Perhaps we expected too much. Perhaps even asking for a slight nod of recognition for our sacrifices was too arrogant.
Wow.
But statues are raised to honor humans who die in combat that can never compare to our battles.
Wow.
Horus knew this and used us like pastille figures on a game board. We were lied to, misled, and spent. Fulgrim, that poisonous fool, went so far as to use Perturabo, stealing his very essence so that he may transcend.
Wow.
The perfumed whores of Fulgrim called her a prince. A prince. Disgusting. A crown and a snake's tail does not make a prince.
Wow.
His ascension was a joke. He went from something true, a warrior, a leader, and became a degenerate.
Wow.
His gifts are what changed.
So again, he's talking about these truths, right? So he's ripping, as an Iron Warrior here, they're kind of ripping everybody apart. You know, they're not like, you can call them heretics if you want, but from the perspective of an Iron Warrior, like, that's what we're getting here is a perspective from an Iron Warrior, how one of them may feel. Yeah, wow. Like, fucking, I wouldn't even call them heretics. I'd call them fucking very neutral in a sense. Like, technically all they wanted was recognition. They got none of it. So when they attempted to fight for something that they thought was better, they were just simply betrayed again, misled again. Like, so yeah, like, wow, it's not even really their fault. I feel like kind of done dirty again. And Perturabo, again, I have not seen his Primarch video. I don't know a ton about his character personally. You know, I know what I've heard is, so maybe he's a little bitch boy, but I don't know, from the perspective of like an actual Astartes in the Iron Warriors right now, seems very, very understandable, their plea. I'm not gonna lie, it seems pretty understandable.
I'm a degenerate. His gifts are what chains.
Yeah.
Painted and glamored so that the slave cannot feel their pull. Tell me, how quickly do you think the writhing sentience known as Slaanesh would yank the chain if Fulgrim decided to be his own self? How powerful are gifts?
Pretty quickly, if I had to guess.
Taken away. They are dust. Fulgrim didn't learn what he should have from his time with Perturabo. He didn't learn that there are no gifts. There is only iron. Iron within. Iron without. So many of my former brothers are now lost. The Lunar Wolves. The Hounds. The Thousand Suns. The Death God. Lost to promises from malignant beings they believe are gods.
Yeah.
It has been worshipped by humanity from the moment our first ancestor throttled the life from his rival. There is only one God. Its name is Iron.
Damn.
Every warrior who has heard the thunder of the guns or seen the breaking of the sky is an Iron Warrior at heart. Every person who has raised a blade, every single human who has spilled blood was an Iron Warrior.
Wow.
Every one of us has been lied to, used, broken, bled, and forgotten.
Wow.
Consider the cemetery worlds with their billions of soldiers standing in rank, standing in formation, in service even in death. The blood-soaked skeleton princes of Angron's flared legions.
The idea of like quote unquote cemetery worlds is fucking crazy, by the way. Like that's an insane like thought. But yeah, and in terms of 40k, absolutely. Yeah, totally could picture something like that existing. Even just a world that was like utterly destroyed, exterminatus, etc. Like that could even be considered a cemetery world in quotation marks, I'm sure.
The blood-soaked skeleton princes of Angron's flared legions. The venomous, slinking snakes of Alfaria's particular armies. None of them have paid the price. None can fathom the iron we have spent during millennia of war. They sit in gilded halls, palaces of bone and steel. They do not care for the foot soldiers who died so that they could stare at their own reflections.
Wow.
I know. How can someone like me, a traitor, a butcher, possibly hold any moral high ground?
Wow.
I do not deny my crimes. I embrace the truth that I have lived. And I know the face of each soldier I killed. I know the face of Hurtn, the salamander I was forced to kill. I will remember his face. I know how the tide churns and turns black with enough blood, because I have seen it. But I respect my foes. I regard them for what they have earned. They were iron. They lived by the iron. They fought with the iron in their hearts.
Wow.
Just as I have. Just as my brothers once did.
So somebody, again, correct me. I believe nowadays that they exist with Nurgle in a sense, but maybe that was incorrect. Maybe that's incorrect. Again, I'm not entirely certain on all that. So if I am incorrect, of course, let me know in the comments down below. I don't want to be incorrect. I'm just going off of the knowledge that I have, and from kind of what I've heard, interpretations, whatever have you, right? But of course, I don't know for certain. So if I am making mistakes, and I know I have so far, make sure you correct me, okay?
Just as I have. Just as my brothers once did. If iron is strength, then rust is a cancer. And I see the cancer that has consumed my dear Forth.
Wow.
I see how Horus has poisoned us, how we were deceived.
And
I know that the foot soldiers of any war are always forgotten. I accept that I went too far.
Wow.
I am a traitor. But I am only a traitor to the Emperor. I am a loyalist to my fellow soldiers. I am a traitor in the eyes of the new 4th Legion. I am a loyalist to the memory of what we once were. And I spit in the faces of the supposed gods of chaos. There is only one God, and it has countless loyal followers.
So he's talking about denouncing chaos too. This character, maybe this is about a specific character and maybe not the Iron Warriors as a whole. Maybe it is the general gist of the Iron Warriors in general. I'm not too sure. But this specific character is talking about also denouncing chaos as well. He spits in the face of the supposed chaos gods. Very interesting. So I'm only a traitor to the Emperor. I'm still loyal to my brothers. Interesting. There's only one God. You know, wow.
There is only one God, and it has countless loyal followers.
Right.
My God has lived since the dawn of time itself. My God is within. My God is without. Iron within, iron without.
Wow.
I am the 4th Legion.
Wow. Just want to make sure that's all. Merch available at warriortier.com. I'll have to go check that out for sure. That was awesome. Iron Within, Iron Without, Iron Warriors by Warrior Tier. Again, guys, if I made any mistakes there on the lore, I know I called them the 20th Legion first. That was embarrassing. 4th Legion, of course. I know that now. Have it written down. It's fucking underlined for sure. But yeah, no, I thought that was an awesome That was an awesome narration, frankly. And again, Warrior Tier's voice at the heart on the Vox, that fucking went really, really hard. I'm not gonna lie. He's got a really, really good voice for the means like that. And the entire like feeling of the story, like you really do get a sense of just exactly what they were feeling, just how betrayed they felt by everybody, not just like, you know, not just by the Emperor, but when he said supposed brothers, I thought he was meaning the loyalist forces, of course, but supposed brothers just in general, heretics, loyalists, doesn't fucking matter. The Legion's for itself because nobody seems to fucking respect us or care about us in any sense of the word. Very interesting concept there. And yeah, again, I thought this was an awesome video. So if you guys enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe for more content from me, and leave your recommendations, of course, down in the comments below. Big shout out to Warrior Tier for the awesome video. As always, that was fantastic. Again, holy shit. Really, really like that one. I'm not gonna lie. Wow. Yeah, big shout out to all of our members, all the Hastati and our Principe Dagenhart. I appreciate you too, sir. You guys inspire me to make more content for you guys every single day. Come on down, join our Discord, of course. I love seeing you guys there. I love discussing with you guys. So come on down, join our Discord, of course. And yeah, guys, join our stream tonight. Come watch that. It's awesome to see you guys there. So come on down, join our stream. And with that, this has been Centurion. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, guys.